Where is my people? Okay, what's this? Oh, I guess these is it down here. Okay, I could share. Is it okay? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Where's my people at? Okay, everybody was gonna be. At least now I know I can see. I can see what somebody is posting and everybody's coming up. All right, I figured I would go live while I had some time before I went to bed, and I have not done my cards in a minute. So today I have my Romance Angel Oracle cards. Yes, my Igbo family and friends, and those that are in the clouds, and my YouTube family and friends, and those that don't know, I am a tarot reader. And a very good one, may I add. A very, very good one. You guys need to go back and check and see some of my earlier, very earlier videos. So I'm pretty good. And be careful, because a lot of people that I do readings for tend to get spooked by them because they don't believe that I know what I know and that I get the information that I get and everything. But guess what? I love doing it. So I just do it. Everything that I do, I'm very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. So everything that I do, I always do it with God in my heart, in my mind, in my body, in my soul. I protect myself. I protect those that I read. I don't just go reading and doing readings willy nilly. You know, I make sure that I cleanse my cards and all that after every person it is that I read, and I enjoy it, and I only do it when that feeling, that urge, that sense, that calmness, comes over me. You know how you get something and something tells you, don't go there. Don't go to work today. And you be like, why is something that's just telling me not to go to work today? And then you follow it, and then you hear later something happened. And so that's like, your spirit guide, the angels, God telling you. One thing us women got that we don't obey like we should, we don't follow like we should, is that instinct, that woman intuition. You know, God gave us all that for a reason. Every woman at some point in their life have that psychic ability. Just like you ladies, you go to those tarot readers and stuff, but before you go, you already know your man is cheating. You go there and you say, I want to know, is he cheating? Is him and my sister cheating, or him and my sister-in-law, or, or her and my best friend or cousin or whatever. You ask those questions, but really, you already know the answer to it because you've already had that intuition. You've already had where your stomach ball up, where you have some that pit in the bottom of your stomach, and you just like, or it's stuck in your throat, and you can't swallow, you can't breathe. Every time that person comes around, you just like feel like you just want to pass out, and you don't know why. But then when that person is gone, or you don't hear from them anymore, you can breathe and you feel better. It's a reason for that. It's a reason for that. That's that woman's intuition telling you that motherfucker ain't shit and that broad ain't shit. And then and when you get it, when it's heightened, you know when it's heightened because you start sweating, and it be that cold sweat. It don't be that warm sweat. It be that cold sweat, and you just like, and you uneasy, and you're hyperventilating and all of that stuff. That is that's that woman intuition telling you that they ain't shit. They fucking around. They doing X, Y, and Z. So you don't really need to go to a tarot reader or a psychic reader to let you know that, because you already know. But it's nothing wrong with getting confirmation. Just like usually when I'm doing my cards. When I'm doing my cards and I'm doing my readings and everything else, when the person asks me the question, usually when somebody I'm reading and they go to ask me the questions before they ask me, or before I get my cards out, I already know. I already know the answer to it. So I'll answer it, and then I'll say to them, let me see what the cards got to say. And then when I go to see what the cards got to say, the cards been reiterated what I've already felt, what I've already got. Hey, Princess. Hey, Denise at Princess Night. How you doing? Hello, Miss Gina. Great to see you again. It's great to see you. It's so great to see you. I hope you thank you for coming. Man, hit that notification so you guys will know when I'm coming on. Share my videos. Look at, if you have not already looked at my mini series of Nigeria versus America, go check them out. We're on number 8 right now, so I'll be number 9, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Thank you. She said done, 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 done. So I'm coming up. And some of my new, I got a lot. Literally within the past couple of days, I've gotten like literally probably what 500 subscribers. And I'm like, damn, this series is hot. I wasn't getting that just talking about regular life. When I was just talking about regular life, I wasn't getting it. But now I get it's something, I guess, because everybody just has this thing for Nigeria. And then Nigeria has this thing for America. And when I decided to do the mini series, it's just like just taking off here on TikTok. And that's actually where I started it at. I started it over there on TikTok. And then I'm like, y'all know I got to bring it over here to my family, to my peeps who was there. And then I have not in a while, well, here anyway, I have not done any readings or my cards, so I decided that I'll do that. You're a master at reinventing yourself and reintroducing yourself to an audience. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just reinventing myself and doing. Look, it's time for, didn't it, is it not? It's time for me to go viral, right? It's time for me to make money off this YouTube shit. I've been on here for years and haven't made anything. I've been on here for years just doing it just because I liked it and just going with the flow. Now it is my turn. It's time for me to go viral. It is time for me to make my coins off of it. It is the same way I'm doing with my job, my new business. Someone asked me today, they was like, you been back to work? Did you go back to work? I said, no. They was like, oh, you ain't go. I said, no, I'm not, because I got things in play. Now I got things in play. I'm opening up 3 stores in Nigeria. I want to do an online store here in America. So, I could just collect my coins online. I ain't got to worry about nobody opening up for me. I don't have to worry about my kids going in there and handling and dealing with customers and stuff like that. I can just take care of everything online. So I figure if I'm opening up brick and mortar in Nigeria, then here I can do the same thing for my hygiene store online here. So I'm excited about all of that. You said you have real vision and can be an agent for positive change. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look, I try, and I don't have a problem. I'm not like these other ones. I don't have a problem with like helping somebody else, showing somebody else the ropes. That's one of the things that I still see that is a problem for us women of color, that we still have a problem with helping somebody else, with showing somebody else the ropes. It's not like they trying to take your idea. It's not like they want you, to go and make the money for them and do it. All they want is a little information. That's it. And then I still see, even when you're thinking that you're getting good information from someone else, everybody, they want a quarter, a dime, a dollar. I can't even count how much free information that I've given to help people in their situations, especially rather when it has to do with real estate, property management, evictions, things like that. People having issues with their apartment, because that's what I do. That's what I've been doing for over 30 years. So I never had a problem with like telling people, this is what you do. This is how you do it. Oh, by the way, did you know that such and such got a program and they're giving out money to help with your rent, your utilities, your, like, I've never had a problem with like helping people or giving that information out for free and for nobody to give me nothing. But now it's like, if you ask one person, if you even say, well, what do you suggest? They want something. They want some. So now, at this point, I just try to figure it out on my own. I try to do everything myself, and now it's like I'm gonna always volunteer. I'm gonna always help people. I'm gonna always donate, because that's just in my blood. That's just in me. That's just in my spirit. That's the spirit that God. That's why He always picked me to be the one that has issues, because He knows I can overcome those problems. So I'm gonna always do that. But now I don't just give stuff away all willy nilly anymore. Now it's like, I'm like, if it's a business thing, I'm like, okay, this is business. Business is business. But sometimes you got to we have to make a change. I've watched you share useful information over the years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And see, and I still and I'm still doing that. The only difference now is that I'm trying to help and take that useful information and do and all that, and take it to Nigeria, and trying to help a lot of the people. A lot, I'm real sensitive. I'm a mother, and I'm gonna be a mother until I leave. Yeah, I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm not a great great grandmother yet, but I'm a mom, and I'm a grandmother. And there is nothing so heartbreaking if you got a heart and a soul in you, to when you see a young child starving and begging and pleading with you to feed them. There's nothing. Now, I've seen here in the States, here in Chicago, I've seen where the mom is out there with the cup, the dad's out there with the cup. Sometimes the whole family is out there, but the only two that will be bagging is the mother and or the father. You don't too much see the kids like holding the cup here in America, or coming up to cars. So you don't see that. But in Nigeria, you see these babies. It would just break your heart when they're coming up to you with the cup and bagging, and not even with a cup. What I'm talking about? They're not even. They don't even have a cup. They just banging on your window. If you're in the car, they banging on your window. When they see you, they dang near pulling on your clothes. Because they need help and they need assistance, and they're begging you not just for you to just give them money or whatever, but for food. Like they really, 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 they just want to. They're hungry. They just want to eat. And so I never imagined of seeing anything like that. And I remember years ago when I used to have these dreams. I used to have these dreams of seeing these children on the street begging and coming up to my car. And I didn't know why I'm dreaming this. And I thought, because back then, my children were much younger, and I was in the PTA. I used to volunteer at their schools. So I thought it meant I needed to volunteer at the school more. I needed to help those children that like didn't have school supplies, and those kids that came from wherever and didn't have clothing or whatever. And I thought those dreams was telling me I needed to help them and do something. Fast forward to now, I never knew that those dreams were for today. That meant you need to, this is what you're gonna be doing. This is what you, because all the dreams and stuff that I had, I never knew it was all outside of the country until I actually went outside of the country. And then I was like, damn, I've been here before. I saw this before, you know? So it is that it's wow. Like I said, man, the spiritual stuff and everything is something else. That's why I say don't even block out your dreams. You dreams, write it down. Here's my notepad right here. I keep a notepad. I have my little book over there. I keep my little book of stuff because when I wake up, I'll write stuff down. Um so I don't forget it, so I can remember it. And that's the best thing that you can do, especially if you're a dreamer and you dream like all the time. You know, can you get some thumbs up? Those of you that are in the clouds or whatever else. Everybody else, not too many people know I'm online because they forget to hit that notification bell. But yeah, let me tell y'all, 2024, I saw a young lady on TikTok. Hi, Blossom. I saw a young lady on TikTok, and the lady said, she was showing a video, and they was talking about um Trump posted. Trump, I don't know if you guys saw it, put up a video or something saying that if he does not get elected, that it's going to be a bloodbath in America. And so the lady said, I'm getting my coins together right now. She said, I'm getting all my coins together. She said, I don't know where I'm going. She said, I'm not sure for where I'm going, but she said, I'm getting the hell up out of America. And let me say, I predicted this. I said this a long time. If you guys been watching me, all you gotta do is go back and look at some of my old videos, and you will see I had already said that the world is ending, and things are finna get worse and worse and worse. It's not finna get better. A lot of people is gonna be dying. Is a lot of people, a lot of stuff. We are at the last days. And even though we're here, we still won't pull together. I don't know why black people, when it slaps you in the face, you still won't wake the fuck up. God can literally come and slap the shit out of you, and you still won't wake the fuck up to what's happening, to saying that it's a reason. I saw another video that the guy was saying the things that's already happening over there in China. He says that when they got the shit already set up where they gonna know where they people at if you jaywalk. They said if you jaywalk, they have your DNA. They know how you walk. Even if they don't get your face, they know just by how you walk and your mannerism, which is you. And then they give you a ticket, and they have access to your account to go in there and get the money, pull out the money automatically and pay for the ticket. And then they lower your credit score. And then if your credit score, they says, gets below a certain point, you can't even buy a fucking can of soda out of the vending machine. You blocked from even getting things out of the vending machine. This is all a sign. Everything is of control. Just like they offering these people here in America now, those chips. See, ain't nothing free. This is what we don't understand. Ain't nothing free. So while they're offering to put those chips inside you, and they're saying, "Oh, this is for work. This is to help the jobs better, so that you don't have to like punch in, and so you don't have to always do all of this, so that when you're going shopping, you could just everything is taxed. You could just get your food, got the chip, and then you go." That's some fucking bullshit. They're doing this to people, humans, because when it is time for them motherfuckers, the higher ups, to take over, which everything has already been put in motion. It's already in. Come on now, you don't think the reason why those rich people, those rich white people, buying all these bunkers and everything, and they planting them underground and under their swimming pools and on their lands and all this stuff, that they have not been gearing up for years, because something is gonna happen. The rappers and the rappers and the rappers and all they stuff is going down. Hello, who's the idol? How you doing? Um, it's just a lot of people ain't ready because we're ignorant to it and we're ignoring it. But other people, they know, and it's gonna be two. It's gonna be two types of people that you're gonna wind up following. You're gonna either follow the dumb rich people, because everybody gonna think that they rich, and because they rich and because they got all of this shit, they know what's going on. Or you gonna wind up, which is gonna be very few, that's going to follow the educated people, that person that things have constantly happened to them in their lives, but they were able to overcome. People, I remember some years ago, somebody got on a viewer got on my platform and said, why is it that every time we turn around, something happens to Miss Gina? Something's always going on with her. She's always needing something. She's always this and that. I said, bitch, because God is preparing me, because when shit go down, a bitch like you ain't gonna be able to handle it. I keep getting tests. That's what they're called, to see what I can handle. So I might go through this like when I was homeless. I might go through this like when my son was in a car accident, and my godson was in one and he passed away, and when my daughter committed suicide. Like, Like you go through these tests and you be wondering why is I'm constantly going through that, because you're the strong one. And see, I will be the one. Ain't nobody, they ain't gonna follow me. They'll go follow the big mouth YouTuber. And the one that they ooh, well, she got a whole bunch of followers. She got like 500,000 followers. You know, everybody listens to her and this and that, and then everybody will go follow this fool, and she gonna lead you, or he gonna lead you right into hell. But someone like me, where God has put me through these series of tests with my children, without my children, with my job, without my job, to see how I can get through. And I handled it like a queen. I came through it easy. So that's the test that a lot of people is gonna see. They're not even, they don't even know. They don't even they don't even have any idea of what's going on. But all you got to do is turn on the TV and watch and listen. All you got to do is just go to work and pay attention, look, listen, and learn. And then and you will definitely um see what's gonna go down and what's gonna happen soon. I'll just sit back and wait because I'm ready. Not everybody's ready, and not everybody is prepared. They're not. We so busy being bothered, and we're so busy worrying about other shit that we should not. That shouldn't be your concern, because it's a lot of other things more so that you should be more worried about. Ooh, that card then popped out. Did you see how that card popped out of there? Did y'all see how that card popped out of there? Ooh, I can't wait to read that. Let's see what is going on. What's going on? Let me ask the cards with my YouTube viewers. That's what this reading is going to be about. What is going on in the life of my YouTube viewers? And Father God, I ask of you to cover me, cover them. No one is allowed at this reading or to enter this reading or to come in this reading unless I invite them. Protect us, protect my viewers, protect the cards, keep us covered. In Jesus' name, amen. That card popped up out of there. Ooh. Somebody going through something. We about to see. So that's one. It's telling me 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's telling me to pull the 6th card. I know you're watching me. Let me tell you. So I asked about, I've been feeling, even here in my room, I've been getting for like the past few days. I don't know if it's a spirit, a loved one, a friend, or maybe or someone that has to do with either my husband or family or anybody. But I've every time I go, I'm like I see a shadow, or I feel like somebody is watching me. And I always tell you guys, my cards for Reddit, the cards never lie. The cards always tell the truth. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I always go off the number. The first numbers that pop in my head that the cards tell me, yes, it is too late. So whatever you got going on, the person is in my chat or whatever, that question that you asked, should I is it too late for me to get that job? Is it too late for me to take him back or her back? Is it too late for me to do whatever? Yes, it is. The answer to your question, yes, it is. 2. I forgive you. I keep saying sometimes you got to stop holding grudges. You got to stop. Sometimes you got to just let your guards down. Sometimes you got to just focus on you. You got to say, I forgive you, and keep on. Me, let me tell y'all something. It's been a lot going on, and I don't know if some of you older people that are on here that's been having the same issues. Like I've been having issues with some of my older children, adult children. My two or three of my friends, all three of them, two of them only got one child, and they're only one kid they're having issues with. They've been going to hell and back. Everybody I've speaking with has been having issues with their adult children. And all of us as mothers have been talking about how we've been like bending over backwards to try to make these kids happy. And I just said, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm doing what makes me happy. I'm doing what makes me, because guess what? They got another 30 years. We lucky if we can get 10 or 20. Okay. And then you're going to spend that remainder of your time trying to suck up and convince some kid, some grown ass kid that you love them, and they not gonna give two flying fucks to the wind about you. They don't call you for Christmas. They don't call you for Thanksgiving. They don't call you for Easter. Easter coming. They ain't calling you for Easter unless they got your grandchild and they want you to buy the grandchild the Easter basket so it can save their ass money. That's the only thing. They're not gonna call you for Mother's Day. They're not gonna call you for your birthday. None of that stuff. So it is time for us mothers, fathers, to do us, to take care of us first. Again, it's telling me card number 2. I pretend, ooh, somebody like this. I pretend that I don't care. Whoever that person is, the card didn't like it. And a lot of us do that. A lot of, like I was just saying, me and the mothers that's got whatever's going on with us and our adult kids, we often pretend that it doesn't bother us, but then deep down we're crying like a baby. We're stressed out like a baby. But you gotta, because those kids is gonna do whatever they want to do, whether they're teenagers or young adults. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. And what do we all do? We pretend. We pretend like we don't care. 1. This was the card that flipped out. What did you want from me? This card, this is for because you know what? Because everybody wants something from somebody. Whether it's your man, your friend, your husband, your job, the school, anything. That somebody always wants something, but they won't never let you know straight out what it is that they want. And you got to start asking, what did you want from me? What do you want? It get to this point. Some guy came on my TikTok, and because TikTok, they can inbox you messages. He inboxes me and he says, how you doing? You look really nice. And I'm like, thank you. Cause yes, I still, even though I still talk to people. I still talk to folks on my Facebook page. I still talk to people like I'm talking to you now. I talk to, if somebody was to inbox me, I'll talk back to, as long as you're respectful. I don't have a problem, because a conversation is a conversation. Nothing can't happen. It takes two. This is what y'all got to realize. It takes two to tangle. So if one person say, hell no, it ain't going down like that, then you got to leave it at that and move on. So this person, I'm thinking that they're a pretty good person. And so he says, how are you doing? You look really nice. I like your videos. Your videos are fun, everything. And I was like, yeah, thank you. I'll share your video or thumbs up. I'll support your videos too, is what I was saying to him. The very next thing I know, honey, not even 2 minutes. You hear me? Not even 2 minutes. That motherfucker said, I need some money. I said, excuse me. He said, I need some money. I said, go get a motherfucking job. Nigga, what the fuck? What did you think this is? Did you, yes, but he said, I need some money. I said, you need to go get a motherfucking job. And then he says, okay. And after he did that, I blocked him. I blocked him immediately. Now, I don't have it, because like I said, we all in need, and everybody is going through something. And it's not always what you say, but it's how You said it. You say it. I would have respected him more or anybody more if he would have said, you know what? I watch your videos all the time. You seem like a really, nice giving person or loving person or caring person. And I'm just going through something right now. Can you please help me or assist me? I could have respected that more, but the motherfucker was like, I need some, like I was his bitch or something. Like, dude, I don't even know you. I don't even know you for you to come to my own husband. If he came to me and he needs something, wouldn't ever come to me like that. My children wouldn't even come to me like they'd be like, "Mom, can you spare something? You got a little extra change, around here." But now these motherfuckers is bold, Blossom. They bold, and not only that, I'm looking. If you go and you look on Facebook and you go and you look at some of the some of the groups and stuff, especially the interracial groups and the international groups and stuff, because I'm in quite a few. Um, 90, I'm gonna say 90% of the women say the same thing, how they bent over backwards and they do all this stuff, and then they went and they sent all this money to this guy, and then when he come out here, they found out he lied about his being married. They found out that that they was being used just for a green card and for this and that and everything else. And then I'm hearing, because I always read the comments where the people say, well, how long did you know them? And they're like 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 4 weeks. And then they're like, I think one lady, they asked her, have you ever even been, did you ever even go to Ghana? Because this situation happened in Ghana, it wasn't Nigeria, but a lot of it happens in Nigeria. And she said, no, I was planning on it, but I just haven't had the money yet. But she was sending a lot of money out there. Now she posting the guy's picture all over Facebook because she found out that he was scamming. When well, me and my husband, we met through his relatives, the aunt and uncle and other relatives lives here in America. Actually, they stay 35 minutes away from my house. So they really just a hop, skip, and a jump. But I conversated with the family, and I've been to their house, had dinner with them and all that stuff. And we it was like within a year process before me and him actually went out there. Before I even went to Nigeria, it was over a year. Like we talked, we FaceTime. I visited with the family visited with me. We all got to know each other. Like literally, honey, I was doing my investigation, they was doing theirs. They was grilling me, I was grilling them. And if you look at some of the videos, look at one of the videos where I said I'm hanging out with my family, my Igbo family or whatever, you would see where we went to the country home and all the elders, everybody was sitting around in a circle, and honey, they grilling me, and which they have every right, because just like we think that they scamming and they doing this and that, well, it's a lot of well-to-do Nigerians and they family members want to make sure that these Americans ain't coming out there to scam them. Like the father said, he says, so I got a question for you, Gina. And I said, okay. He says, so if it came time to that for you to if my son wanted you to come and live out here and stay out here, would you be able to do that? Can you afford to like make that change and come out here? And I said, yeah. I said, that's not a problem for me. I said, actually, I changed my career for him, so that actually it will save us money. Shoot, you be a flight attendant, you ain't paying for no tickets. You can zoom in and out of Nigeria, Ghana, Mexico, Korea, wherever it is, China, wherever it is you want to go. And so I told him, I said, yeah, I work very hard, I hustle. And on top of hustling, I got a real job. And then on top of all of that, we already got 2 businesses going out there and about to have 3 more going, because when you out there, definitely you got to have several streams of income in case this one is slow over here, in case that the hotel we built, we building a bar and restaurant. Why? Because when them rooms is not filled, people is gonna eat and they gonna drink. So you have to do several other things. And even though that's, my husband's thing, the boutiques and stuff is my thing. So um you have to, everybody wants to make sure that the other person is not scamming the other person, and I ain't mad at them because it happens both ways. We got to get out of that mindset that every Nigerian is a scammer and a thief and wants something from some American woman, because it's not like that. Granted, it's a lot of them that is, and they do that. This is why you have to do your research. Don't fall in love so quick. Don't fall for this. I told my guy, I said we should start a dating, service or something where we can actually interview the person themselves and check them out ourselves, because we both know. The first thing I did, I remember when he told me that, when I asked him was he married, and he said no, he said his wife had passed away, and I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, here's another one that then threw his wife, under the bus and killed her off. That's what I was thinking, because usually you get so used to it, and it's not just the Nigerians that do it. The white folks do it. The Indians do. They all do it, honey. The Black Americans do it. They all. When them motherfuckers is trying to cheat and they trying to do some shit, they'll kill off their wife in a heartbeat. So I didn't believe them. But the first thing I did was I went and did my research. I went and looked through his Facebook page way, 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 way back. And even though I got confirmation from the family and they was telling me all of this and this, then I saw every year, because she had been gone, had passed on for a few years by this time, right? So I saw every year there was the anniversary. People were saying, rest in peace, and God bless you and the children, and da 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 da. And then as I went further and further and further and further and further down the line, I saw pictures of him and her and their children and all of that, from when she was still alive all the way up to when, she passed on. And then every year everybody was like, sorry for your loss and all of that. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, wow, he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. Right. You have to do investigations with American men too. Thank you, Blossom. Thank you. I hope when the Nigerians and them is looking at this video in America, they could see that it is this is what the Americans and them need to see. They need to know that it's not just them. You got to do your research on these fucking Americans too, because I don't know how many. I can't tell you how many, when I was single, that I've met that lied and killed off their wives. I even had one Blossom that killed off his kids too. I was like, oh, my wife. Look, the one they always use, right? The car accident. Oh, my wife and kids was in a car accident. And I'm like, really? Really? Oh, they'll use that one out now? Now the popular one is cancer. Now, when they just killing a wife off, they'll say it's cancer, and now they're a single dad and all this stuff for you to fall for it. And that was one of the reasons why, when my husband, we was trying to get to know each other at the time. We wasn't even boyfriend and girlfriend. When he said that, I was like, oh shit, here we go. And here's another, like, but then I found out later he was telling the truth. Everything that he said to me, he was telling the truth. Another way that he's telling the truth, when he invited me to come to Nigeria, Blossom, when I went the first time, he told me this. He said his friends and them, and he has a lot of business partners, senators, and all these governors, and all these folks is really good friends with him. They was even at our wedding, like, some of them. And one of his friends said to him, if you really want her to come, if you really are in love with her, she's American, you gonna have to show her that you serious. When she sees that you serious, she gonna give you her heart. And one day he said to me, and this was after a year and a half of us, you know, getting to know each other and everything. And he said, if I asked you to come to Nigeria, would you come? I said, yeah, sure. And then he said, um, okay, if let's talk about it some more and see da 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 da. Then fast forward, I think I had took some time off work or whatever, and then he was like, let me ask you this question, and I'm like, okay. He said, if I paid for your ticket, would you come? I said, if you pay for my ticket, I'm on the flight tonight. I'm on it, not knowing that he was already in motion to buy my ticket. The only thing that was left was me to get my visa because I had to have a visa. So he said, well, I got your ticket. No, he said, Gina, just promise me one thing. And I said, what? He said, promise me that you'll get on that plane no matter what. You'll be on that plane. I said, if you bought my ticket, I'm going to be on that plane in ASAP. So we had a week. I had a week to get my stuff together and get everything together. I said, he said, I don't know what we're going to do about your visa. I'm going to have to get your visa. I said, no, since you bought my ticket, I'll pay for my own visa. Yeah, girl. And I said, so I paid for my own visa. I got the visa on demand. So my visa was waiting for me when I got to Nigeria. And let me tell you how God put you through a test. Remember, I was just saying how God put his strongest, strong-willed people, warriors. He put them in situations when I was at that airport, while I'm waiting to get on that flight and everything, somebody was draining my account. So when I went out there, I had no money but the money that was left on me because I had a little bit of cash that I had on me. And I had to pay like $200 for my luggage being overweight. So I paid for that. When I got to Nigeria, uh, the scammers and the loan sharks that was at the airport, they was asking me for money. They had me held up in customs, scaring the shit out of me so they can get money out, because that's how they do in Nigeria. So they can get money out of you. Everybody, even the police, they all gonna try to slick you, especially when they know you're an American, to get money out of you. So by the time I got out of there, I think I had left on me maybe $500. And mind you, I'm staying in Nigeria for a month. He took care of everything. When I say everything, boss, everything, I didn't have to come out of my. No, that's when you said he really liked me. No, baby, he loved me. That's when I knew. And then, as I'm saying, I'm having premonitions. I was having premonitions and dreams and different stuff like that. And I was like, and I just said to him one day, "You the one." I said, "You're actually you the one." And before I left that first time to come back, that's when he asked me to be his wife. And then, mind you, I went 2 more times, after that. So, and I'm going again in June. So I'll be leaving in a couple of months. But that's love. And I'm just saying to these American women, Nigerian women, American men, Nigerian men, I don't care if it's one or the other, fucking check out. Thank you, babe. Check out who you're talking to, who it is that you're going to be in a relationship with. Because even now, when people be in my inbox and stuff, Blossom, I can tell in a heartbeat what they Nigerian. When they get on there and it be a different person profile. The way, because the Nigerians, when they trying to do love scams and all stuff, they always use a white guy. They always use a white person, But all you got to do is think like how a white person talk. And I'm talking to my sisters. If you want to find out if this guy is really, think about how that person talks. And a white guy is never going to say to you, my queen, I love you, my queen. My queen. Oh, I want you to come and visit me. And da, 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 da. They're never going to do that. You tell a white man to FaceTime you, that motherfucker's ready to FaceTime you and a heartbeat, dick out, and everything else. That's how they are. So you got to think about that when these Nigerians or Indians, the Indians do it too. It's a lot of them on Facebook too that's scamming. When the Indians and the Nigerian and them on there, you're never gonna see their face. They're never gonna do a video with you. They're gonna always, and that's the first thing when they contact me, I'll be like, so let's video chat right now. And when they say they I can't, when they say their phone don't work, how the fuck they're claiming to be a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire and billionaires have at least two phones or more. They have at least two phones or more. So how is it that they can't FaceTime you and they talking about the phone is broke or the camera is broke, but they supposed to be a multi-millionaire? You know, they get on there with all these. So I'm just giving y'all free game. That's just free game when you want to know. I've seen documentaries on them. Those women were heartbroken. Yes. Yes. And then it happens. I don't know if you go on YouTube and not YouTube, I'm sorry. Go on Netflix and watch The Tender Swindler. Pull up The Tender Swindler. Okay, he wasn't even Nigerian. He was from the UK or somewhere, and he must have did about 20 women. And he didn't serve no time for none of them for taking their money. He drained all of them dry. He went to jail on other shit, on bullshit, but he never went to jail from taking any of those women money. And he got right back out and he was back at it again. Yep. Look on Netflix. Look up The Tender Swindler. When I saw that, I was like, whoa. So, and let me tell you how a lot of these women get got. And I'm spending some free game for you American women and you UK women, Canadian women, all you women that are so lonely, because I was in your position too, where I worked my ass off, came home to 4 rooms. You sit there and you depressed and you're crying because you're lonely. It's easy for them to get you because you're lonely. And when you're lonely and you don't feel loved and you want to feel loved, you're easy to manipulate. It's easy to manipulate somebody because for women, the guy got to get in our mind. And when he get in our brain, he got us. For men, it's visual. They just see a pretty face and they're like you gorgeous and they would love for their friends and everybody to see you. But when you got those guys that's on an alternative motive, ladies, and I'm not saying you're ugly, but I'm saying that if you know that you're not so, you're not these young things, fine thing that you were before, and that motherfucker's fine. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Ask yourself, what is it that he's seeing you? What do he want from you? And if you ask yourself that question, you're going to be checking out everything. Yep. You're going to be checking out everything. Every single thing you're going to be investigating. But once they get in your head, they're telling you every day you're beautiful. They want to be with you. And then, oops, the magic word. No, not I love you. That ain't the magic word. The magic word is, will you marry me? Because you've been single for 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And you just happy that somebody is even interested in you and he calling you every day. Baby, how you doing? Oh, I just wanted to hear your voice and da 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 da. And then they spring it on you and say, you got a few, by the way, babe, I didn't get my check this week. And da da, you think you got a few dollars I can borrow? And that's where it starts. You should be questioning every single thing. If he already asking you for something, that motherfucker ain't sent you shit. Because the mail runs both ways, even international. And if he ain't even sent you a card, if he hasn't, I remember, I don't know if y'all watched when I went to work and my secret admirer, one of my secret admirers sent me a bouquet of roses to my job. I didn't even know who the fuck it was. The guy was sending me roses. Every time I turned around, he was sending me roses and shit to my job. So if you, thank you, Blossom, if you've been talking to this motherfucker for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 9 months, he never sent you a dollar store card. The cards at the dollar store is 125. So I'm pretty sure it's much cheaper. Let me tell you something. It's much cheaper in Nigeria. And if you sent that motherfucker money already, and I'm pretty sure, if you American or whatever, you probably sent them a couple of $100, that motherfucker could take out $1, okay? $1 in Nigeria is about 1,600 naira. Okay, back a while back, it was almost 2,000. So he could take one of those US dollars that you got and go and buy you a card and then take another couple because it's gonna be under $5 because he just sending paper. He just sending paper. So he can go and take another $5 and go and put a motherfucker stamp on that and mail that shit off to you. If that you've been talking to this motherfucker for more than 3, 4, 5, 6 months and you already sending money out there and that motherfucker ain't sent you not even a card, run in the other direction. Don't let a nigga tell you every day, babe, I want us to go on trips. I want to take you this. He telling you places, and every place he want to take. He reading you poems. He telling you poems, but he ain't sent you shit, not even a picture of him. Run in the other direction. At least I could say, my guy, I knew he was serious because let me tell you something. That ticket was about $3,000 round trip. Okay, when I went the first time. And ain't no nigga, especially Nigerian, throwing away $3,000 on anybody in this time if he ain't serious about you. If he ain't serious about, and I'm not even saying, I mean, even though my guy paid for the whole ticket and everything, I'm not even saying that the Nigerian or whoever you're dating has to pay the whole ticket. Even if he offers to pay half, a quarter of it. If he said, babe, if you can get half of it, I'll come up with the other half. Or, I wish I could do more, but I could come up with a quarter of it, or something. If they showing you that they mean well, you're going to see it. Not just somebody just telling you something and then you just falling for it, because us as women, especially when we're lonely, we don't have anybody, our family, our children, our friends, nobody's coming around to visit. I'm telling you my story because that's what I went through. And I kept telling my husband, I said, I prayed for you. I kept asking God. He said, baby, I prayed for you. He said, I pray for you. I ask God every day to send me. He said he asked God to send him a wife. He wanted a wife and someone that would love his children just as much as he loves them. And God knows I love kids. Shit, I got 9 of them. He know I love kids, and I love other people's kids. I just love children, and it just worked. But we got to make some, honey. We got to make some changes. 3, 1, 2, 3. We still got 3 cards to go. I do wish you well. I do wish you. I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. I'm blessed too. I can still see you standing there. This is mean that whoever it is, somebody's been in somebody's life and they're gone, they exit, but you still see them standing there. Just like if you remember them in that room and it's specific, like some guys like a lean on the dresser, and talk to you, lean over a chair, and every time you go and look over at that spot, you can still see them standing there. That's what that means. And the last card, you are not part of my plan. Now, this could be your job, your friend, your ex, your man, anything. If you know you done been through some kind of heartache and it's been eating you up. Thank you, A. Kendon. I'm preaching on here and I've been on here an hour. If it's not part of your plan, if it's not in your plan, let it go. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Put you first. Whatever you do, however, if you're starting a new relationship, make it be about you. If that motherfucker can't be about you, leave. Leave. If you're starting a new job, make sure it's a job that you can handle, that you're comfortable with. Your children, I don't give a fuck if they've grown, teenagers, elementary, toddlers, or newborn. Take care of you first. And somebody is probably saying that you newborn, bitch, what you talking about? You can't take care of a newborn baby if your life ain't together. If you ain't good, if you ain't strong, if you how you gonna take care of that baby? How you gonna take care of that baby? That's why, look at it this way. Do you notice when you on a plane? Those of you, I don't know if you guys have ever been on a plane, but when you on the plane and they're telling you about if the plane goes down and all this stuff, they always say put the mask on you first and then your child. You know the reason why that is? Because bitch, if you drop dead and fall out, how you gonna save your child? How you gonna take care of your kid? That works in real life. You have to take care of you first. I'm guilty of this. I always took care of my kids first. I always took care of my man first. I always took care of everybody first, and nobody took care of me. I'm the one that hurting. I'm the one crying. We go in there and we try to be strong behind closed doors and everything. No, start taking care. We unhappy and we go out and we put on a smile for everybody else because we making everybody else happy. And most of the time, the motherfuckers still ain't happy, you know? But you didn't went through all of this. So now you feeling worse. No, put you first over your children, over your man, over everything. And I tell my guy all the time, and he gets mad at me, and he be like, babe, I gotta hurry up and get to America because I gotta take care of you. And I said, no, you don't, babe. You have to take care of you in Nigeria. Because if you don't take care of you and you're not good in Nigeria, our children are not gonna be good. I got to take care of me here in America. I got to make sure I'm good. I got one minor left, and that's Angel. Angel's 17 motherfucking years old. Please, she takes care of me. But by law, I'm still required to take care of her for one more year. The twins, they got their own jobs. They making their own money. They about to go off to college soon. They take care of themselves. I got one more, and that's it. And even now, if I'm not good here, she's not going to be good. She's not going to be good. And so this is how a lot of us is, those of us that's lonely, been lonely for a long time and don't have anybody. You can have somebody. You can date online. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if you guys know Designs by V or anybody remembers Designs by V. I'm not telling your business, I'm telling my business. But when that time during when I was lonely and I was going through stuff, I was like, I'm never gonna find anybody. Like, I'm never gonna get nobody. Like, nobody. I'm just gonna be alone. Designs by V was the woman that told me. She says, Miss Gina, don't think like that. She said, you keep praying, you stay strong, you keep doing what you're doing. She says, God will send you someone. She said, I promise you. And she said, don't think because you got all those kids that ain't nobody gonna come and love you. She said, because she married her husband with five, who is an attorney and everything, and fell in love and been together forever. So when she came to, I always held on to that. And every time when Designs by V, I love her, I love her, I love her. Every time she would come on and I would be talking about relationships, doing relationship cards and everything, she would say, Miss Gina, he coming. Your king is coming. I will never forget she said that. And not too long ago, she reached out to me on Instagram. And she said to me, she said, I wanted to say this to you. I want to say it to you offline. Everything. She says, I'm so happy for you. She said, she said, I told you. And I was like, yes. She said, even everybody, they tell me out, they say, ooh, Miss Gina, you light up. I see you glowing, everything when you talk about them, when you do, because it's been a long time. And when you by yourself and you've been going through so much, and you finally get somebody and you know that's from God. And then when you got somebody that, if nobody else believed in me, or believed that that was going to happen for me, that I was going to really get my king, I just didn't know my king was going to be a Nigerian king. I, she knew. She knew. Designs by V, she knew it's never too late. It is never too late. But you can't do it if you don't take care of yourself first. If you don't get your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit in check, if you don't get it in order, you can't, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Well, you guys, I'm going to end it because this video is a whole hour and ain't nobody going to be wanting to watch no past an hour. Nobody's going to be watching these super long videos, but I may come back. I don't know. Y'all might see me in my, I got my, see, this is my new name. Oba Haraji. Oba. Um, this was their family reunion in 2022. So they're gonna have another one this year. So hopefully everybody get to tune in. I go live. We have a lot of videos and stuff. Y'all see me. Well, y'all gonna see me back in Nigeria anyway in June. But I'm just enjoying my life, the rest of my life. As long as God give me the extra days and we wake up every day, I'm gonna say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna enjoy my husband and he's gonna enjoy me. And that's why I'm saying, you guys do what's best for you. Now, y'all tune in. Go watch some of my other videos, share them out, thumbs up them, and everything. And then I'll see you guys, I guess, later. Let me see what time it is, because I know people got to work tomorrow. Folks got to work. And oh, it's 11:30. Maybe if I'll do another video tonight, if it's not too late. But I know people got to go to work and all that stuff tomorrow. I don't. I just got other stuff that I got to handle tomorrow. But anyway, I love you guys. Mwah. Thanks everybody for listening and always tuning in and still supporting me. I really appreciate you guys. Ta-ta for now. I definitely will have a great evening, Miss Gina. You do. Thank you. I love you. Mwah.